I always find these types of questions a little funny because as a child I think we have so many different aspirations and goals. And I remember wanting to be a singer, a dancer, an actor. But I also remember thinking a lot, I wanted to travel, I wanted to experience new cultures. You know, I was born in Cuba, came to the US when I was 2 or 3 years old, and mainly grew up in the Boston area. And so for me, I just wanted to see the world. So anything that would allow me to do that, I remember thinking a lot about that. I remember wanting to work for the UN at one point. Like I thought that would be really great, and that I needed to learn lots of languages so I could be able to do that. So yeah, I find these questions interesting now because as adults, we change our careers, many times. And it's not as if the way our parents grew up, who basically, they might have had one career, maybe 2 careers max. And nowadays people will have anywhere from 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 different careers. So anything that would allow me to be creative, and that was always something I was attracted to. Well, I fell into STEM in a way. So about 10 years ago, I had planned to go back to actually private sector. I had been working at universities, some major universities, and wanted to actually go back to private sector. But there was something about this position at MIT which I thought, I can do this, I've been doing this, but being able to do it at MIT, now that was a game changer for me. And it was also a challenge because I was transitioning more from business to STEM. And I thought, okay, well, if that's the most difficult thing that I was going to encounter, is just trying to understand these topics and being able to translate them for global learners, lifelong learners, then okay, I was up for the challenge. As you notice, a lot of business schools are also incorporating STEM, technology, innovation into their curriculum. So I really thought that was the place to be. I was really excited to be at MIT, world-renowned institute in science and technology and engineering, and just thought, wow, what an honor if I could move over to that area. And I did. And when I first arrived about 10 years ago, there was no online education at MIT, actually. I had done a little bit of online education previously at the university I was at before, and loved the idea of online education, digital learning, making it accessible to the world, lots of languages, and being able to just break down all those barriers, whether it's the physical world, the barrier of language. I was really excited about that, and especially for Spanish and Portuguese speakers. And really excited now we're offering 6 different languages. So in terms of role models, I have a lot of different role models. It's hard to pick one, but I'm attracted to people that really fight hard, that work hard, that are trying to change the world and make a difference. People that just really care about helping the underdog and helping through perhaps social injustice. There's a lot of great role models right now out there. I have role models from work. I have my mother's a role model. She's always been a fighter, a hard worker. So so in terms of women, recruiting women for our courses and encouraging more of them to take our courses. The main thing is we're going through this major digital transformation with Industry 4.0. And the main people that will be displaced during this time are women. So it's really important that we recruit more women, that women become more comfortable in learning more about digital transformation, emerging technologies, because this is really going to impact their future, the future of work, and how they live in society. It's really the Spanish-speaking and Portuguese-speaking of the world that will especially be impacted. So one of the things I've been trying to do more and more with our courses is I want women reflected in the courses. Women want to see themselves in the courses. I want to see other women in these courses. So I try to recruit more women faculty, trying to recruit more women learning facilitators, and subject matter experts so that they can see themselves. And these people then can be mentors, can be cheerleaders, can be role models for them. And I think that's really important. Women feel more comfortable, and again, these are generalizations, but in my opinion, I think they want to be able to provide social impact in the world. And so sometimes engineering, STEM, these emerging technologies seem very vague. How do you use them? But then once you start connecting the dots and realizing this is for change climate crisis, this technology can help with that. That's when all of a sudden it clicks like, oh, I can do these things with what I'm learning, and I can really make an impact in what matters to me. So I think finding the right case studies that will really lend this opportunity, and providing networking opportunities is really, really important. Well, for everyone, but especially for women, I think it's really important. So before I would give advice to a young girl or a young woman, I'd like to advise her parents. So I think and schools in general, just the way K through 12 and many schools work right now, you need to first of all allow young girls to also become excited about math and science and technologies. Allow girls, just like boys, to tinker, to play around with different items. We really need to expose young women to STEM opportunities, and if there are no STEM opportunities, then to try to seek it out. Something happens to young girls around the time they're 10, 11, 12. They're about to go into puberty, they're about to go into their teens. There's parity in schooling. Boys and girls are about the same, and then something occurs in some cases where the girls no longer feel they want to study science. Is it society? Is it the school system? It's all of it. They don't see themselves as tech innovators, as the next guru in technology. We need to provide opportunities for women and young girls. I think find your niche as a young girl or a woman and realize through technology, through science engineering, they're just tools that help you change the world, that help you do something, whether it's to innovate or to make something better. And so I think if you can find that sort of social connection, then I think you're more likely as young girls to stay within the field and hopefully grow. Organizations and companies just need to create that space that allows women to flourish and be true contributors to the work that they're doing.